Hello, y'all. Welcome to episode 13 of the Immortal Podcast. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure it's episode 13. So, I think I'm back on track. Welcome to episode
Bro, you
13
say this
of.
every podcast. It's been 13 straight podcasts of you saying, I think it. Why don't you try something new for once? How about confidence? How
and
about
yeah, I'm
knowledge?
no,
How
I'm
about
conf-
knowing what episode you're on?
I'm literally confident now. It's episode 13. I'm
Full
like,
stop.
I'm a 99% sure we're on episode 13. Yeah, exactly. So, yo, I I don't know if I told you this, but I forgot to be posting the episodes on Spotify. So, like, Spotify episodes are like four episodes behind. I saw,
Oh,
I
no,
saw,
no way.
I saw when I was uploading like the latest YouTube episode. I was like, wait, I feel like I haven't been doing something, and I was like, wait. Normally, I do Spotify and YouTube at the same time. So I go to Spotify. I'm like four episodes behind. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, welcome to episode 13 of the Immortal Podcast. Episode is your boy Michael, and
Philip.
you're never going to get this.
I said
Yeah,
Philip.
you said it like 4 seconds. You're supposed to say it immediately. It's just a
Uh,
skill issue.
okay, first of
Exactly,
all, I think it's because
exactly.
you're like on the other side of the world. There has to be like ping or something. Because
No, no, it's just a
immediately I
skill
heard you
issue.
say it's your boy, I said Philip.
No, it's just a skill issue.
Immediately. I said Philip. You're just capping. I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound different to the recording. I think you're just trying to you're just doing a bit.
No, it's just a skill issue. Anyway, it's your boy Michael and Philip, and we're here with you with another episode. Today is going to be an episode about Xmen97. We were supposed to we've still not done an episode about Avatar, and we still like have to do a talk about it, but it's like almost been 2 weeks since the movie came out because I was waiting for Philip to watch it. But then now we have like Xmen97, but like we have to do Xmen97 because like it's the end of the week, and we have like the next episode I think next week is the last episode, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we have the next episode. So we'll probably do like the Avatar episode after this episode. But yeah, so today is going to be Xmen97 episode 7. So let's jump right into it. We're going to the update section. Philip, do you have anything that you've seen, watched, sung, or danced that you think is worth giving to our subscribers?
Mm. So one time, yeah, I was thinking about I like musicals, right?
I'm going to
I
stop the
was thinking
recording.
about like
I'm like just going to stop the
my
recording and just throw you out of the podcast if you say something
my like
stupid.
top five musicals
Hmm.
ever. And then I realized, damn, Disney is gonna have like everything on lock because they have way too many musicals. So I had to do like a top five non-Disney musical ranking. Because I was gonna do songs, but I realized there were too many songs and I started to do just musicals. And it just had me, singing songs for a while. So the question you asked was, what have I sung or danced to lately? Yeah, I was singing and dancing to some Greatest Showman
No,
recently, mostly singing. I think I did a pretty
no
good
one,
job
no
from
one
a Hugh
cares.
Jackman.
No one cares about you singing or dancing.
You
That's
you
just
do, you
that's
do,
that's
you do,
literally
Michael. That's what
that
you asked.
that's literally a catchphrase for the update section. No one cares about what you're singing or
You
dancing
do.
about.
Top five musicals for me. We got Every Day Musical in no particular order. No particular order. Every Day Musical, Hamilton, Greatest Showman, and that's three. I have to look for the remaining two. I'm not done ranking.
What did
Uh,
you say for the first two? I didn't hear shit.
I said Epic the Musical, The Greatest Showman, Hamilton.
Epic the musical.
Yeah,
What the hell is Epic the musical?
it's a musical called Epic the Musical.
Nah, I'm going to Google this.
It's a musical about the Odyssey. It's kind of funny. Well, you've seen the Odyssey, so you probably. Well, I don't mention this to you because you wouldn't know ball and you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. But there's a reference to the musical in the live action movie. Pretty popular.
You haven't seen the movie, so how do you know there's
Uh, Flips exists, Michael.
yeah, but that
Flips
doesn't
exists.
because I've watched a lot of the Odyssey reviews, and I've never heard anyone. Well, I don't know. Maybe I heard something like that. Epic the
Well, you
movie.
need to be in the community to know it, my girl. hmm And also,
Okay.
I am the supreme lapper, the laughter of laughing, with the lapper of something. If there's anyone who can convince you of a movie I've not seen before, it shall be me.
And is this supposed to be Disney?
No, no, it's like what's the word? It's by this random guy. When I say I don't want to say random guy, like he's not with any like big anything. He's this college guy who was doing songs after he graduated and he was hitting off of TikTok. And he did this whole thing. It's popular.
Mm, I see.
It's gonna get a Broadway. No, it's gonna be made into a
Broadway or movie?
movie. I think well picked up.
Uh, I see. I've like the Odyssey just came out. Why would they? Well, I don't know. It's Hollywood, but like, why would they make a movie?
It has too much clout, probably because of it. So someone has to try and jump on it.
Anyway, continue with your updates.
Um, did I say I finished Keneichi?
No, you did not.
Oh, I
Oh, you
finished
did. You
Keneichi.
did. You did say you finished Kenichi. My bad. You did say that.
Michael, do better next time. Okay.
You do better. How don't you remember that you said that in the last update section?
Just wait, hold on. Okay.
Hello, Yara. We are back again. We went for a few minutes. I don't honestly I don't remember what we're talking about. I think the
I
last
was
I
talking about
remember.
Epic.
Okay. Do you have anything for? Oh no, you were talking about Kenichi, and I was like, um, you already gave an update in the last
Mm,
episode about like Kenichi and you finishing it. So do you have anything else for
mm,
that update section?
nah, not really. I'm reading some like random webtoons, but I don't even wanna recommend it here because it's just trash.
But I'm still reading
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I have time to waste, bro.
That's crazy. That's wild. Anyway,
But you know what? I'm gonna actually read some good webtoon that it's like I've had them on my list for a long time. But when you have good stuff, it's gonna be good, but then you just keep pushing it back. I'm gonna get on those and finish some stuff I'm supposed to finish. Still not finished God of High School. I'm gonna finish it
wait, you still not
and
finished God of
slowly
High
and then
School? How many chapters are you behind
uh,
on?
probably like 50 to 100.
50 to 100. That's not bad. That's not too bad. I'm like 700 chapters behind, meaning I've read like only like five chapters.
We are not the same, bro. I was in the last arc, and then back then I was like, damn, bro, every episode is peak, every chapter is peak, so I'm gonna leave it for them to finish the arc and then come and finish it. It's been 5 years. 5 years, bro. I've also not finished Solo Leveling. I have to finish it too. Same reason.
Yeah, I also like the same thing. I was waiting for it to pile up, and I still haven't finished it because I was waiting for it. And now, like an anime
Yeah.
has come out. It's been like what? It's been like 7 years. That's crazy. I wanted to ask you this: Have are you up to date on Magic Emperor?
Uh, I was, and then I said let's start Pala. It's like I think I'm like 30 chapters, 40 chapters behind.
Wait, so yeah, that means you're like at episode 800 and something, chapter 800 and
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's crazy. The last, I think I'm on chapter what 300 and something.
Nah, bro, you're way behind.
Yeah,
Way behind.
I see. I totally forgot about Magic Emperor. The only reason why I remembered about this because I was seeing posts on Reddit about like the latest chapters and he and the girl from like the season 2 arc coming back together, and I was like, whoa. I didn't know my man is like what happened to using everyone. I mean, he was always like gray in some way, but like yeah, it was interesting to
Mm.
see. I was like, interesting. They came back together. They managed to come together. That was interesting. But for you all who don't know, okay, there was a certain point in our lives, okay, where
Hour,
what?
hour.
Yes, in our lives.
Continue.
You don't even know. What do you think I was going to say?
No, no, finish.
Okay, so there was a certain point in our lives when we were in college where we were keeping up to date to like most of the webtoons and manhwas we were reading. And one of the ones that we were keeping up to was like Solo Leveling and like Magic Emperor. Okay. So Magic Emperor season one was like good. It's one of those things that like is good, but like it's not really like it was good, but it felt like it was like every other cultivation stuff you read. Then season two came out. And season two, each chapter was fire. Like it was so funny. I remember like they used to come out on Saturdays. Like every Saturday, like I'd wake up and then the chapters come and I'll read it and I'll call Philip on the phone. I'll be like, "Yo, Philip, have you read the latest chapter?" That's how good the arc was. That arc was peak. That arc was like it was on another stratosphere. And he was the funny thing is the entire arc he wasn't fighting. The only thing he did was aura farm each chapter. That's the only thing he did. And at that time, I was also like reading Solo Leveling, and like I was like Solo Leveling was like peak aura farming. But the Magic Emperor season two like just top all that and just like it in season two alone, it just went to another stratosphere. Like he was killing it in every chapter. Like if you read anything, I think you should read like Magic Empire season two because I haven't gone beyond, so I don't really like. I know what happens next. I was there like any arcs that were as peak as that arc because you've read ahead.
Yes,
Really?
yes, yeah, yeah. Like it's gonna peak in slightly like different flavors as you read. There's like actually I pick for this, I pick for that, for different reasons, but I still pick. I just sent you like this little GIF in the chat. You can check it out.
Let me see.
But bro, it's just a crazy guy, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, I just saw it. My man, my man is just he's just built
so
different.
many stuff. Like what you're talking about is so like far back. I was just like reminiscing, and I was like, damn, that's true. Like I remember, I know exactly what it was that you and I were so hyped to read about every week, and I'm just sure I'm like, damn, that's so like long ago. Like honestly, he doesn't do that anymore. Like he's chill. I'll tell you this right in the story, he's chill.
Really?
And and when I say he's chill, it's kind of funny. He's chill only because he has like he's got some friends around him. But
Hmm.
where I read in the story, he's like changed service. He's gone to a different continent.
Mm.
So he's gonna start with bullshit again. Like I've started to let it stop, but when I checked like one of the chapters that came out, I saw bro some bullshit. You know, back in the day, he used to like do this acting thing where you pretend to be, like
Yeah.
like some innocent child or blah. He's even against me. I saw bro do that. I said, guys, I've gone back to our roots.
Bro. Oh, Magic Empire is like, bro, it's crazy how, like, people like when people are like talking about Solo Level, like how much he oil farms, and which is true, like Jinwoo is like one of the top oil farmers. But then my like when people like come and they're like, oh yeah, but these people were doing it better than Jinwoo before even Solo Level came out, and I'm like. Ah, you all don't know the secret aura farmer. You don't know the one in the background. Like, what's his name? I think. Let me see. I totally forgot his name.
Young Fei or some Fei. Oh,
No, that bro, that's you're talking about Yankai. Yankai is
no, I know. It's something Fei. I don't idea.
Yeah, let me Google it. I can't remember his name. Magic Emperor.
Zo
Zhao
Yifan.
Fang. Zhao Fang. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember now.
Zalfan. Sife. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that nigga is just diabolical. Yeah,
And the fated villain is also really up there, but he doesn't do it like, you know,
I told you I can't read it.
uh,
I hate.
Zo Yifan.
I read like 4 chapters. I was like, I can't do this shit. It's
Mm.
terrible. Did I tell you
It's,
the
yeah,
reason?
yeah,
Did I tell you the reason why I don't like it?
you did, I've forgotten though.
Like the fact that like they tried to make the chosen ones of heaven evil in some way. That's
Mm.
I don't know if it changed, but like that's how it was in the start. Like the chosen people of heaven weren't like really good people. They were like secretly evil people trying to justify the main character's
Oh,
action. And I'm like, if
nah.
yes, that's how it was. And I'm like, if you're going to make
Yeah,
them,
I remember like the first like one or two guys. For most of them afterwards, it's not like they were bad. Like they were all like good, but it's like the recap the real character is just going to do them so bad. Like after you get your fiancée cock in front of you and then you start stalking her and then everyone starts hating the world, they call you a pervert and stuff, and then you start tweaking out. It's like he wasn't bad, but the real character makes you bad. And that's how it became for a lot of these girls. Just start seeing some of them going funny, of course.
no,
The real character will be pretending and
but
all of
like
that. But I
those,
know what you're talking about. The first like two having fated guys here, they had like secret sides to them that were like bad. They made it justified and quote unquote justified and all of that. And that doesn't stick at all for long. And
yeah,
yeah.
but like even if that's the case, I don't know ahead, but like as you said, that's like I stopped when I saw that in the like first 4 chapters. I think I read like just 2 chapters. But even if that's the case, like most of these people, they don't portray them like true sons of heaven. Like I'm like, and let like the MC does truly evil things, which I think would make up for it if I like read ahead. But I just can't get over the fact that they don't make the sons of heaven like really sons of heaven to justify the MC or like to make him um make sense in some way. Like it's I don't like if I'm going to read a supervillain MC, I want him to be a villain. Is so like I've seen
Mm.
some things online that are like yeah this nigga is like diabolical, but it's also like I can't get over that part of the story. So that's how it is.
Well, the villain MC genre has changed for like a while now. Like when I'm thinking about what you're probably expecting, it is being changed. Because even in for I am a fated villain, right? All this like fated MCs or whatever you call them, fated heaven's fated or whatever. A
Mm.
lot of them aren't like uh, lawfully, morally good people. They're just like fated by the heavens.
I know
Like,
we've
you don't
read,
have to
bro.
be,
We've
yeah.
literally been reading cultivation webtoons for over 7 years. I mean, I know that.
I don't know. I don't know the last time you read a cultivation novel, though, but hey,
It doesn't matter the last time I read it. I've read enough to know that. Like we've been
yeah.
reading this shit for like this. That's not my point. My point is
Is
that
that,
mm,
you continue.
yeah, my point isn't that they are morally good, because most of these people are like selfish people who do like any shit. But the problem is that they try to make it, they try to make these people evil to justify the MC. Like the one like when I
Mm.
started the maker the guy was he was trying to like what do you call it? I don't know what he was trying to. I think he was trying to manipulate one of like the main
Yeah.
character came to their place and he was talking to the girl, and apparently the son of heaven was pissed because he wanted to do something, some wicked sorcery thing to get the girl. And
Mm.
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm
I
like
remember that.
I'm like, you are trying to give me a villainous story. Yeah, the first thing you do is like try to justify the MC story. Like, what was like? Why are we doing this? What's the point?
Yeah. The reason I was saying that she changed it is because right now every villain story you read, it's like they're the villain, but they're not really the villain. Like,
And
although they're still villains, don't they're not like from the church or anything, but they're like. there's some justification for whenever they do bad things to be a hero or whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I hate that aspect. I think there in some cases is kind of cool, but it's becoming so bad. Like I I I don't think I don't think I've spoken about this with you, but like anytime I see a new um webtoon, because I always like nowadays, that's like I've been doing that for like the past 3 years. The first thing I do is like go to the latest section, and I see the new ones, not like updated one, like new ones to come. And like all these like villainous this thing, like let's say like a heavenly demon or something, or like someone who was like the heavenly demon and he died and he got recast or something, and yeah, then you give some soft story. I'm like, we'll never get someone who's truly villainous, never ever.
Mm.
It's 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 ridiculous. I'm like, I just want a bad person who is like evil and bad, and he's just I want
Yeah,
I just
nah, bro. I've not heard of a story like that since like 2020, bro. Like that's the last time I can remember reading a story where a guy was just, but like he's evil. He's raping, what's the word? He's raping, raping people left and right, unabashedly massacring people, using children for soups and all of that. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
no.
I read one cultivation of where he used like a whole city as like I can't remember the name, but he used a whole city to fuel his blood cultivation, and I'm like, damn, bro, this thing is like, bro.
Yeah. It's because I think it's one of those things where when something becomes cliche, like it becomes too, well, it becomes cliche and cringe. Because back then it was like heroes, and then they brought the villains, and then the villains were doing too much, and then like it became cliche, and it became like these gray villains, but like not so bad. And then now it's like something else. What was the current trend for like 2020 to now? It's been like dungeons because of solo leveling.
Mm,
Just a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah.
It's just, I think if you let that specific extreme villain down like 2020, 22, unless you know, obviously can get the odd one here and there.
My
I don't know
problem
any famous
my problem
ones.
with like this type of storytelling is like before like I think it's related to what you are saying too, but like before, nuance was a signature of a good story. Like when you had someone who wasn't a villain just because he was a villain, but like something like it was good storytelling. Like the nuance was written beautifully. But now they take nuance as like a getaway jail free card for like story. They're like, oh yeah, this villain is not really a villain. He's a villain because someone killed his father, mother, uh, daughter. And like I'm like yo, like
Mm.
they try like
Oh,
they try to add nuance to everything just as a get out of jail free card.
yeah. Well, it also goes with it because some of these villain guys, right? Because as I say, it used to be like a trend to make it or villain main character like the evilest he could be, and then you'd have him like slaughter cities because someone asked him for coin and he doesn't like to hold debts and so
Yeah.
but they just do bullshit. I'm like, why? I suppose me, I picked this. I didn't like those extreme villain stories. I was like, you all are just doing too much for no reason, bro.
Yeah, but
Give me Kiriko.
yeah,
Assistant
but
Kirito.
like,
Give me Kirito, bro.
what does crypto have to do with
Talking about like a happy-go-lucky, happy MC, bro. I wanna let's go back to happiness.
it? Yeah, like I get what you're saying, but like you see something like that, I can attribute it more to the um, I can attribute it more to the character than the writer. Like like let me put it like this: like if he started like the a whole continent because someone so someone said hi to him, like I can be like this person is really evil and the writer annoys me. I can say something like that. But like now the things that happen, like the way they're trying to add nuance everything, is literally all the writer. Like you can't say it's the character. Like yeah, like the writer is just adding nuance because he's afraid to write like either an extremely good person written well or an extremely bad person written well because no one's a get out of jail card free.
Mm. Now, well, let's get back to the topic. We have update.
Um, I think I have some new thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I want to talk about it, but you haven't seen it, so I can't really talk about it. And honestly, we've been speaking for like 2 minutes, but like anyway, I'll just give you like what made me think about the new thoughts, but I'll not say it's I'll not say my thoughts. So I've been watching like some reviews. I've watched normal critic reviews, but I was reading some reviews from political commentators. They are not movie critics, but like they are political commentators, but they review the movie because um it's like one of the most popular things in culture happening right now. And they said some things, and I was like, that's crazy. I ignored these things because it was like, eh. Because that the story because also I think because it's like a long movie, but like I didn't really think about those things. That some of the things like Jean did and other things, and I'm like when they said I was like, yo, this is true. Like when I think about it like that, the story is actually trash. The story is like it was bad. Like um, and it's not things. It's not like saying, oh, they convinced me to think like this. Like these are things I knew, but I ignored because I'm like, no one really cares about it. And I think honestly, if people have been saying it's like in particular what Jean did. But then for some reason I didn't remember like vividly saw that because the movie was on the movie was like 2 hours and 25. I don't the movie shouldn't be that long. Like I've said this before, the movie should have been like an hour and 30 minutes. Like and 1 hour it was too long. There was no reason for it to be that long. But like I didn't even remember like saw that. It's like when I was watching it, I was like, yo, she did all this. Like I was remembering, I was like, yo, that's actually crazy. That's wild. So like these people like made me realize some of the things some of the things, you know how I said is fine. These are all parts of the reasons why I said it's fine, but I didn't really think about it, you
Mm,
know. I was like, it's just generic. And I think that's a problem with like every other generic thing is that they are so generic, you don't have an issue with it because you don't expect something more. They are like, I'll fill in the plot holes myself. And as
mm,
like that's what I'm saying, that's how I felt when I was watching Spider Man. When I was watching, I was like, this is like any other movie. Like I'm disappointed. Like it's any other generic movie. It's something you will see like multiple times, and yeah. So like you see multiple times like in other movies. So yeah. So I think I've come to realize some things about Spider Man, but like I don't think I've seen anything. I've been really busy with work, so I don't really think I've seen. I think I was reading. Oh yeah, I started reading this new webtoon. I think it's called The Former Supreme. There are like 8 or 9 chapters. It's pretty fun because it's cool reading an overpowered character. So um, that would be it for my this section, and we're jumping right into the shoutouts section. Philip, do you have anything that you want to talk about?
mm. Nah.
Okay. For the first time since we started this, I actually yeah. So for the first time, um, since we started the shout out section, I actually have something to talk about. Have
Oh,
I?
sure.
Yeah. Have I like ever spoken to you about the fact that like let's say you find something new, some sort of entertainment, maybe a TV show, a book, a webtoon, something that you maybe read the synopsis or you can see what the author is trying to do, and you read it and the general idea is there, but it's so badly written that you get pissed off because the potential, like you're not angry about the rights, you're angry about the fact that the potential is wasted. Like you're like when you're reading, you're like, yo, this could have been this way and it would have been peak. Like how are you missing the shot? Like you can't comprehend how they are like destroying or shitting on something that should be peak. Like, do you ever experience that feeling?
Yeah.
What what
Yes.
what comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
First thing that came to my mind, it's mostly because of like recent banter, just DC and Marvel comics in general. But that shit, low-key can't be fixed. Can't be fixed. I was thinking of this novel, but I don't say there's potential to be maxed. It's more like there was trash that could have been taken out. There was no reason to dirty or something like that.
Mm.
Um, what's it called? Something Death Emperor. Uh, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about
Yeah,
because I've ranted
yes,
about it
yeah,
before.
you have. I'm
Yeah,
surprised you're still reading it.
I'm not really. I would never do such a thing. I would never. I mean, oh my goodness, I've not read that novel in like 6 years or 5 years. No, that's whenever I'm thinking about something to rant about rage, it
It-
comes to mind. When I'm thinking of bad, like what not to do, it comes to mind. So this is what I'm thinking about what not to do, not what to do to make it better, but what not to do. What to do to make it better though? Right now, I'm sorry it doesn't come to mind, but yeah, I've experienced stories like that. Mostly it's like moments,
mm,
acts that I'm like, oh, this I could have been better, but I'm usually more or less okay with the entire story. But
mm.
specific acts have pissed me off.
I'm like you know like I like reading like visual novels on my phone and stuff, and I'm like I'm seeing like new writers take a concept that should be peak. Like I'm like I can see what you want to do. Like you have these characters, you've given their backstory, and I'm like okay, like I can see what you're trying to do. I can see you're trying to make like a peak overpowered character. And I'm reading the shit. I'm like, why am I reading a story about an idiot who's pretending to be overpowered and smart? Like, I can tell he's an idiot. Everyone reading can tell he's an idiot. The only people who think he's smart are the people in the story. you know, it's like it's that type of thing that you're like the author is so bad at writing that he should probably get someone else to do the writing, or he should get a proofreader, because everyone else reading it can tell this guy is a stupid person. How can how do the people in the story think he's smart? Like you say shit and I'm like, duh. Like I know. What? Oh,
Nah, bro.
it's so bad. Like I was reading like one scene. Like apparently this nigga is like a veteran, bro. Like he did this, like they killed this man's wife and he went into a camp and slaughtered the whole camp single handedly. This man has been a legend for 50 years. And then, and and then he meets a raider, like a raider. He couldn't tell the woman used to be a raider, and I'm like, that makes sense. Like, how would you be able to tell? And then this random ass young girl is like, ah, yes, my instincts are so sharp. I can tell she used to be a raider. I'm like, yo, what? Yo, what? I'm like, this writing is so ass, bro. It's so terrible. Like, I'm like, how is a veteran who's like a legend and he has survived all these years? Like, it's so bad to the extent I'm like, yo, this nigga should have died. Like, he probably has the goddess of luck on his side or something. Like, this makes no sense. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that pisses me off. Like, if something is bad, I get annoyed. But something that really pisses me off is like when potential is wasted. I'm like, this should be peak. So why are you destroying it?
Yeah. Reminding me, but when you talk about the smartness thing, you know how there's like promotion status for anime? There's like this anime where the main character is like a smart character, right? He's doing this like deductions or plans, and I'm just looking at this. I'm like, damn, how did the author like cook?
Yeah.
How did the author cook up all of this? Like sometimes when I just sit there and think, like I think one I can say for you to know is like Naruto, but I was gonna use Hyoka. Uh,
Mm,
I don't think you've seen. I think you saw a few of it
I've seen
or
Hyoka.
reference. Oh, you've seen everything. Yeah, so I'll be like, I don't know if you remember everything or like say Sherlock, right? I'm just looking like, so like, how did the writers and authors sit there and then cook, reverse cook, and set up the kitchen for someone to come and do all that, all that they just done and represent it? So I'm just like. damn, damn, it's like because when I'm listening to the main character telling his action, I'm like, that's crazy, man. I would never imagine this. But in terms that someone else imagined it for you, nah. I want to actually hear these people talk to me in real life. Like, how do you think as a human being, bro? Uh,
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. Sometimes I think about that too. I think Brandon Sanderson was giving a lecture on how to write like smart characters, but
mm,
I haven't read all his books. But like from the books I've read, he has never written something on the level of Hyoka, Gosek, the Sherlock TV show, No Game No Life, like
yeah.
um,
Oh, no game, no life.
yeah.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so that's my shoutouts section, and then we're going to move it to the tournament section. I think we have to zoom through because it's like we've already spent 36 minutes. But like today's tournament section is going to be Bruce Wayne versus Steve Rogers. No equipment, no vibranium shield, no uniform, no gadgets for Batman. They are in civilian clothes. Um, random encounter. Who would win? No,
Okay.
yeah. Before we defend, I want to know who do you think would win, Philip? Like genuinely, who do you think would win?
All right. See, when you first asked me this question, or when you texted this question to me, I thought you meant Captain America full on versus Batman without his suit.
Oh no, what?
That's why I was like, are we dead ass? I was like, okay, I see. I
I
was very confused.
see.
I was confused, but uh,
I wouldn't disrespect Captain America like that. Uh,
okay. I was like, this guy going to use some, but he's Batman to give Batman a win or something like that. That was my understanding for how this conversation was going to go or something.
no,
Okay, since both of them don't have any suits,
yeah,
it still doesn't make much of a difference. Well, it does make a lot, but like for this skill, it doesn't. Uh, who do I think will win? Genuinely, so you said
yeah.
Captain America should win this.
Mm. I mean, you are already going to defend Captain America, but do you want me to start because the last time you started?
Yeah, you start, bro.
Okay, so Steve Rogers, Captain America. I'll say top 10 martial artists in Marvel comics.
Yeah.
Superhuman strength and
Mm-hmm.
one of Marvel's like greatest strategists. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't even think he knows more than five martial arts. I don't think so.
Well, he knows he's mastered everything on the planet.
Martial no. No, see I think Steve Rogers
Uh,
knows at most like five martial arts.
mm, my research says otherwise, but yeah.
Which research is that? Because I'm 90% sure he doesn't know more than five martial arts. He's I know he's a master of maybe four martial arts and he knows like maybe five or six martial arts.
Uh, Interesting. Almost every guy who can call themselves top 10 martial or guy or woman, whatever, top 10 martial artists in comic, Marvel or DC, almost all of them, if not all of them, have quote unquote mastered everything in the world. That's like their baseline.
I
Have
never
mastered
said
everything in the world.
I never said he was top 10 martial artists in comics. And
So you say I said in either comics, you said in Marvel.
maybe I should have rephrased top 10 fighters in Marvel comics, not martial artists.
Okay. Sure. But yeah, let me just, I think you know what? This is your bit. Finish your bit first.
Yeah, so that's it. So he has Superman blah blah
Oh,
blah. For some reason I've been seeing this random thing going about saying that Captain America is like peak human, and the super soldier serum made him peak human. I want you all like listening to this to know that he's not peak human. He has superhuman strength. Like I don't know where this random shit is coming from. I don't. Uh, why is this going around? The super soldier serum didn't make Captain America a peak human. It made him a superhuman. That's why it's called the super soldier serum, guys. Okay, so stop saying that. It's kind of annoying when I see someone comment it down on like Instagram and YouTube. I've been seeing that shit. It's annoying, but yeah,
I think
um,
he's peak human.
he he is not peak human. Captain America is not peak human. Where is this? Where is this nonsense coming from?
It's rage bait, bro.
Anyway, yeah. So that's what I think about Captain America. Batman. The reason why you already know what I'm going to say. I think Batman win. The reason why I think Batman would win is even though Captain America has the edge in strength, Batman and
Edge.
he's like one of the what?
Continue.
Even though Captain America has the edge in like strength, and he's like one of the greatest strategists in the whole of the Marvel comics. Batman is just better at strategy, and he has mastered way too many martial arts. He knows he knows way too many martial arts. Like it's ridiculous. Like it's like the Machine Hunter and Wonder Woman like um listen debates were making. Like on paper, Batman would win. He just knows too many martial arts. He's a master of over 90% of them and a grandmaster in like 10% of them. He knows instant kill moves and techniques. Like I don't see how Captain America is going to win this.
Mm.
I think that's my I think review or thought process of this matchup. What do you think?
Interesting. I had completely, not a completely, but we saw different idea of Captain America versus like how they would match up. Because to me, right, I don't think martial arts wise, uh, it's like a Deathstroke versus Batman thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deathstroke doesn't have as much, like he's not as skilled as Batman, but he has, he's like he has some superhuman abilities, like a quote unquote super soldier, right? If which gives him the edge over Batman. But even then, it is close. A lot of the time, it's close. But he should win more often than not, unless there's BS involved, in my opinion. But like they are close, which means that if he didn't have his extra abilities, pure fighting skill, he falls a bit short. But I don't think he falls that much shorter from Batman. That's why I think Captain America is.
The problem
I
is
think Captain America.
Batman
Yeah,
uses gadgets, but he doesn't use weapons like how Deathstroke uses specialized weapons he has like trained with, and Captain America has like his shield that he has perfected. You know, Batman has random gadgets, but he hardly uses them.
random. The battering is I would really call the battering a random gadget. It's a signature thing.
No, yes, but I mean, I'm saying he has multiple like stuff in his utility belt that he just
Yeah,
uses randomly. That's what I meant to say.
yeah, but against like what's his name? Deathstroke is also sort of like that. Like I hope his bigger thing is going to be like using a gun or a sword, but
Yeah,
he
that's what
also
I'm saying.
usually is like a master.
It's a specialized weapon that you so if so our conversation will literally be like Deathstroke. If you're comparing the conversation, it'd be Deathstroke without his weapons, without his
Hmm.
multiple swords and what do we call it? His guns and everything. He'll be cooked. Nice to be cooked.
I don't think it's. No, I don't think it's. Whenever I've seen him beat Batman, it's not being because of his weapons. He's just stronger than him, and he's so close to him in fighting skill that
He
that other strength gives
nope.
him the
He
edge.
always uses his weapons.
Unless unless
Deathstroke
he's fighting
always.
someone more powerful than him, where he has like, I have this
Nope.
anti-Superman weapon
No,
in my back, and it's
that's
from
not true.
Batman.
That's what Deathstroke always
Literally,
uses weapons.
ooh, ooh.
Deathstroke always uses
I,
weapons.
I've seen like two comics where they fight, and then one of them, like Batman, is like Deathstroke is assassinating this guy to stop him, and then I think Deathstroke is like sniping, right? And then Batman chases him down, like, walks him down, and Deathstroke is like, "All right, bro," puts his sniper away, and they just start fighting. He beats Batman, there, lays him out, and continue chasing his
If
target.
no, but if you are saying if you are going to use that example, then that yeah, you can literally say that about any character because Cassandra Cain has beaten Batman. Recently, what's her name? Black Canary beat well, she didn't beat Batman, but like they were doing this this sort of what do you call it? Um what do you call that? It was like a shadow. It was it was shadow boxing. You know, they were like fighting with
Mm.
they were fighting with intent. They weren't really punching each other, but yeah. But like Black Canary beat Batman, like you can yeah. That when I was reading, I also thought it was like, yo, what kind of cultivation? What's in the
Are they
cultivation
Chinese,
of
bro?
this? Yeah, but yeah, you can literally say that about any character. But the problem is on paper when you are looking at their skill sets, there is
Mm.
no way Deathstroke would be able to touch Batman without his weapons because his weapons is what gives him the edge.
No, because no, I wouldn't. But what's his name?
Deathstroke is like
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke is even part of like
Deathstroke.
the top seven fighters of DC.
No, it's not part of the top seven. Probably part of the top 10, top 15, maybe
Uh,
top 15. Yeah,
maybe top 15, but he's not part of even top seven. Like they are they are,
yeah.
they are not close. They are just not close. There's a
I
reason
always say
you
fighters.
do
No, I'll say martial artists,
like
not fighters.
you do even realize that Deathstroke is a villain for the Teen Titans, not even Batman.
Which is part of the thing that makes him a fraud. Like that's why I said, arguably, in my opinion, but that's not what happens because he said we're not gonna get. I don't want to get additional because see this guy. I can't praise him. I'll slander him. It's my evidence about slander him, bro. He's rich moving like PDD. He can't. He can't perform. Like, he can't perform in the big leagues. So he's out here brainwashing children, and he says up to 15 year olds and 12 year olds. Like you can't really take this guy seriously. But yeah, whatever I've seen him clash with the Batch family, he's whooping most of their asses. Everyone.
I mean,
Point
and
blank.
that's what I'm saying. That if you say that, you can technically say that about anyone because
Yeah, but
much like that's why I went back to like the Martian Manhunter conversation. Technically, Martian Manhunter on paper should be able to beat one, but if they actually for she would whoop his ass. That nigga would be in the ground. That's how it is for like Deathstroke
uh,
and Batman.
but I think on paper, like for the Wonder Woman thing, on paper, yeah, Martin Manhunter should win. In the comics, how they write it, they make it so that Wonder Woman will probably win. For Deathstroke, to me, on paper, he should win. And in reality, to they also make him
He
win at
can't
least more
win.
often than not.
He can't.
I don't think, I really don't know. No, I think his martial art is not as good as Batman, but not that wide enough. It is.
It
But you
is.
know, his abilities,
He
nah.
Batman is a master of over 100 martial arts and a grandmaster in like 10. You
I'm sorry, those
he
words don't
knows
mean anything to me
he
because
knows
everyone has
instant.
something like that.
Not no it's not.
What sets them apart?
That's
What
just
sets them
not
apart
true.
is that
But
what usually sets them apart is that this person can beat this person faster than this person, and I've beaten him more, so this person is higher than this person. But straight off of like mentioning stuff, no, because all of these guys can learn martial arts in like minutes or hours
you
if they
do
lay
realize
hands on it. Like it's part of the repertoire.
you do realize that Batman is literally I think there are only like three people in DC who have learned as much martial arts as much martial arts as Batman. I don't even I don't even I don't even think Richard Dragon knows as much martial arts. I might be tripping, but I don't even think so.
Sure, but what does that take him? It takes him to
He doesn't use
uh,
it. Batman. That's what I'm saying. That Batman knows instant death techniques. He knows multiple instant death techniques that he doesn't use because he doesn't kill. And I'm saying all these things, man is literally always holding back because he's not supposed to kill. So there are lots of the martial arts he has said he doesn't even use. But if we're supposed
I'll
to
say
use
the
all this,
evidence
they'll become
of absence. I'll say the evidence of absence is the absence of evidence.
what?
The evidence of you doing what you're saying you should do is the absence of evidence.
That's bro, right? That's literally what I said that on paper Batman would win.
Oh,
That's different from saying like maybe from the feats we've seen, you're not able to do it. On paper, Batman would win.
okay. If we are going by your definition, sure. But that definition is what I'm saying. I wouldn't give
You can't.
him
Mhm.
unique hold over that. You said only triple. I would say like 5 to 10 people, bro.
No over 100
No.
marshals. No,
Yes.
no. You can say they are good marshal.
Yeah.
They are good marshals, but like I think you overestimate how you underestimate how skilled Batman is. No,
Uh,
you can,
okay, give me those three.
bro. I was estimating. I don't even if I that, did you hear what I said? I don't even think Richard Dragon, the greatest martial artist
You
in the whole
don't
of DC.
think.
I don't even think Richard
So
Dragon
you
knows
might
his
think it's just
martial
Batman.
arts. Probably,
Okay, so wait, so you think Richard Robert is the greatest martial artist, and you
definitely,
still
yeah.
think he probably doesn't know as
As
much
much
as
martial
Batman.
arts,
So
yes. Do you?
quantity doesn't do anything for his high end skill.
Yeah, Richard. Of course, Richard Dragon trained Batman.
So you could also say the same. Sometimes depth versus breadth.
No, if they fought, Batman would surely whoop Richard Dragon's ass.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Nah.
Richard Dragon will
You
be
mean
cooked.
like we are saying like Batman with no restrictions, no morals or
Yeah,
whatever?
yes, Richard Dragon will be cooked.
Yes, that famed Batman, the famed Batman. We've never seen him in 200 years.
Honestly,
Never ever seen him in 200 years.
I forgot to mention Karate Kid, but like Karate Kid, Karate Kid has powers. He's not part.
Mm.
He has mastered all
So is that the
martial.
one from the future?
Yeah, he has mastered all martial arts in I think the known universe or something. I don't know, something like that.
For me, what makes Karate Kid OP isn't that he has mastered all martial arts.
The
It's
the
that
weakness thing, the weakness thing he sees.
something like that. But I think it's the thing he masters is like he's able to master because he's from like the future, right? Where they have all the catalog of all the heroes. He's able to like master all their known techniques. So he's able to be Batman, be uh Wonder, like be all their skills at all. Like you know what I'm saying? He's able to
Yeah,
test. Yeah, that's what makes him OP. It's not because if you're like, just knowledge wise and incorporating into your body, I'm sure Brainiac probably has a panel where he also says something like that. Superman probably has a panel where he says something like that. That statement doesn't move me per se. It's the specifics behind it. Batman, like I did sort of yeah, right. I was looking down it a bit, but I remember back in the day, we used to be like, yeah, way back in training, I used to be like, yeah, Batman can beat anyone. You know how like gladiators, like the more confidence he has, the stronger he has. Yeah, the
yeah.
more Batman wants to fuck your shit up, the more he win because he's going to hold back less.
Mm.
That's how it is. But and it's like there's a certain number of people that Batman doing his best to not kill you, still he probably still can't beat them. And those are people like Lady Shiva,
Yeah,
Richard Dragon,
yeah.
Deathstroke at times, uh, Cassandra King,
Deathstroke, I
maybe,
can't
maybe.
agree. I can't agree with
Uh,
Deathstroke. But
I said Deathstroke at times. But even then, this for me when I saw like the ad, I was like, okay, that's probably because if him trying his best not to kill them can't beat them, or even when like the stakes get really high, it means that these people are probably equal to his true skill. Like they probably go blow for blow, which means him holding back a bit gives them the edge because they are trying to kill him.
yeah, but that's the thing. You can't add like you can't really add Deathstroke. Okay, but okay, that's different because we're talking about general fighting. So that yeah, that's a different conversation. So I can agree with that statement. Like when it's like general fight because they all have their gears and all like those things, and they're fighting with different circles and
Mhm.
all that thing. But like if it's like
Mhm.
if it's the setup we give that matchup, I don't think we can put Deathstroke in the same stratosphere as like Lady Shiva and Richard Dragon and Cassandra Kane ish. She's not really she's not really as good as a martial artist. It's just she has her mother's powers,
It's,
which allows her to
it's
grab
just
more.
that she beats Shiva. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing is that she can beat Shiva. Like that's what I mean. That's what I say when you just say, "Oh, I've mastered," or "I don't care," but who can you beat? So that's what matters.
You see
What is
that
your feat based off of? Yeah.
like that the I honestly I agree with that statement, but it depends on like like the type of power scale like you want to talk about. Because if you're doing power scaling like based on feats alone, that's a whole different argument,
Mm.
you know. But if you're like this like based on like the research you've seen, like if these are their skills, who do you think should win? And can you defend the side that you want to be? But shit, I wanted to say something and I deviated about Lady Shiva. Let me
You
see.
know.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about Shiva, but I think I forgot. Yeah, but oh yeah. So even like something like let's say Black Canary, it's been said like multiple times in like the comics that she's literally the only like one of the only people who can succeed what do you call it, Lady Shiva. Like Black Canary is literally the only person Lady Shiva has seen and has been like, you are my successor. Like I need to train you because you are him. That's how like skilled Black Canary is. But the only thing she literally is good at is boxing. Like that's what I was saying. She was trained
Mhm.
by I think Bronze Tiger. That was saying that in the comics, and honestly, it became a whole conversation like a few months back. And people are like, "What do you think about like what do you call it? Black Canary beating Batman in boxing?" I'm like, that makes sense. Like Black Canary is like I think the greatest. Bronze Tiger was the best boxer in the whole of DC, and then he trained what's her name? Black Canary. Black Canary is like one of the greatest boxer right now. So if she beats Batman and Sam, but if they were to actually fight, she would lose. She would lose badly. So it's one of those things. But we are debating. Let's go get back to the conversation. You were elaborating on Captain America and Batman.
Yeah. Uh, my mind was somewhere. I was thinking of Black Canary because to me, Black Canary, right? When people said like, for me, it was like, okay, she's probably a very very skilled martial artist, but because she has that whole screaming thing, and she can mix it with her fighting and all of that,
The Canary
it probably
Cry.
lets her beat. Yeah, lets her beat all these other people. So I thought that was what kept her up there. But then, if I think without the Canary Cry, she is just pure martial art. She's already up there. Then I think she should beat all these like top 10 martial artists in the
Yeah,
fought.
it's yes. I mean, it's one of the. It's like that's what I'm saying. That's one of those things. I'm like, technically, because like she doesn't know that many much. I think she knows like maybe three or four martial arts, and she's a grandmaster in boxing. So like, I'm like,
Yeah, no, I've seen plus the Canary Cry. Like, if she's already up there with them martial arts wise, and she
mm,
adds the Canary Cry, she should be winning.
yeah, yeah, I agree. That's what well, you didn't let me finish talking.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, I was about that. So what I was saying was, I agree with you, and I think that's what I say that it's one. I think it's one of those things because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, so like, I don't know. Maybe it's because like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know because she trained with Lady Shiva for a while and didn't. I don't know. Maybe she didn't finish her training. I can't really tell. But like
Yeah.
if someone like
Uh,
Lady Shiva is saying that you're that dangerous, you like I don't know.
mm, yeah, right. So everyone has trained with everyone at some point. When I did that, they said Wildcat and some guy, Richard Dragon. So everyone has been trained by everyone at this point.
Yeah,
But when you do hear some names, you start giving some people more weight. Yeah, that's like that argument I just gave for Black Canary. That's how I see Captain America because I think his martial arts is not as far as you think. Because I also don't think it knows like 4 or 5 marks. So like when I look it up, I looked it up right now just to be sure. When I just Googled it, it says like it knows like uh about 50 or 100. And when I looked on Wikipedia, they say he knew all martial arts. I didn't look at the source. I'm not gonna use that thing to mask my thing. But he's not. I think if you took away his powers but left him, as a peak human, like but took
Mhm.
away all the extra stuff, I think in Marvel comics, he's hanging with a lot of niggas. Hanging is a keyword. And I think
I
his
don't like.
friend.
I don't think so. I think Electra, Daredevil, they'll whoop his ass.
Ooh. Hmm. First of all, I don't know about Electra, but Daredevil, he's too ignorant for me. Daredevil is just too ignorant. Um, let me think of a different person. Hmm, I guess. Uh, I don't know. I don't think so. No, no, I don't know. Like, do you? Or how about someone like Wolverine
Wait.
as
I
a
are you?
martial artist?
Oh, so I'm not saying take away Daredevil's power because you can't take away Daredevil's power. It's a part of you.
Oh, okay. No, no, I'm keeping. Yeah, I'm keeping. Like when I say ignorant, I mean I've seen him. You know those news where like Daredevil is like fighting Hulk or something. Like, yeah, Daredevil whoop his ass. He's too ignorant, bro. I've seen him go against anyone and everything. It's like a Chihuahua, bro. He's
What?
like they don't allow him to fight actual like human characters like street. The same for Captain America. They don't allow him to fight like people who are like strictly human because they can do too much. Daredevil,
It's because of his
nah, bro.
echolocation.
I know, yeah, that's a big thing, but yeah. Like I said, I don't use Daredevil because Daredevil is too. But I was thinking like very right.
Hmm.
You think martial arts wise, where do you think he stands?
Martial arts wise, I think he's probably top 10. I just martial arts alone.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should put. I don't. I think he might be in between. I think he might be okay. Martial arts alone. Sorry, he might be slightly higher than Daredevil, but I think he's below Electra. I don't think he's above Electra.
yeah, you see, and I think Captain America is equal to him.
Yeah, but like that's without echolocation. That's like only martial arts.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm talking only martial art. I think, yeah, he's up there with him. That's martial art. That's how good I think Captain America is martial arts wise. And with his added stuff, because his superhuman strength, it's not peak human, it's superhuman strength. He can go like, I'm sure you're gonna bring like, I hope you don't, but I'm sure you're gonna bring like a panel of Batman with no suit getting smashed by Wonder Woman through like 5 buildings. And he's getting up that. Don't bring shit like that, bro. He's a human being like you and I. Yeah. If I push him off the stairs, he falls down, he will sprain his ankle. That's what he is, bro.
You un-
America,
you underestimate the DC's version of peak humans.
bro. America is basically Superman to the normal guys, bro. Like he's not punching or anything above Iron Man, but like he can crumple metal with his fist, like strain it. He can like pick up
Hmm.
massive trees. A building can fall on him and you like walk it off and all of that.
Like
I think all of that makes it so that if they went blow for blow, like imagine they're going blow for blow, they're like going like punch for punch.
no,
He would take Batman's 5 punches and Batman would take his 5 punches and he's just gonna have his bones turn to dust.
and honestly, sorry, my bad, guys. I slightly paused it. I got scared. I was like, "Yo, wait, it's been paused this whole time." Actually, I just paused it. Anyway, in this entire like conversation, I didn't imagine Batman actually taking Captain America's hits. If he takes it, he will die.
Yeah. And that's what I really imagine. I imagine that he gets hit like twice and he is GG's.
No,
And I
that
don't think.
that's one of the reasons why I brought up their strategy, because I think Batman with his martial arts can wave off Captain America's attacks, not take it directly. He would die. But I can wave
Mhm.
off Captain America's attacks and then figure out a plan to deal with Captain America. That's why, like, one of the main points was like, you Captain America is one of the greatest strategists in Marvel, but he's just not on Batman's level when it comes to strategy.
Mm. Mm. I see what you're saying, right? Because Batman, because there's the thing about comparing people who have martial arts and then one person has powers. It's like, okay, they're like close, but this guy has powers, so he's chivalry. But like Batman's villains is, big. Like he fights these strong guys all the time, bro. He's facing Killer Croc and Juan. He's always have to fight stronger people. So it's like he
Yeah,
has evidence. Both of them have evidence on doing that.
and the
So it's like I
scene,
can see.
I don't remember, like, but like, do you remember the Batman animation where he tore off Killer Croc's tail with his arms? I was like, that what? I don't remember.
What the upskill?
I don't remember what Batman animation was. I think it was. I don't remember. I watched recently, and honestly, we have to talk about that too because I hated it. But like, he took Killer Croc's tail with his arms. I was like, how? What kind of what kind of superpowered bullshit is this? Are these niggas on?
Was it the Suicide Squad one where they went to Arkham and then Batman pulled out?
No, it's the one where Killer Croc escaped, and the woman doctor was looking for him, and Batman. Hold on, let me see. Let me Google it. Animation where Killer Croc escapes and Batman tears off his tail. Yeah, laughing. It
That's a
was
crazy search.
it was Son of Batman.
Oh, I've seen Son of Batman. Damian Wayne.
Yeah,
Uh, Interesting. Okay. That was like the first movie, right? Yeah, the first
yeah, the
one.
first. Yeah, that was the first one.
What the? I don't remember that at all. Like the movie was focused on so many other things. I don't remember that at all.
This might be AI, so maybe it might be tripping. Oh, actually, no, it's a YouTube. Yeah, it's no, but I don't think this is what I'm talking about. Oh no, wait. This might be what I'm talking about, but I think I'm also mixing it with like some comics I was reading.
Mm,
Yeah, but he tore the tail in the
yeah.
he tore the I think he tore the tail off in the animation. But like I'm also mixing up some comic thing about a woman. I don't know. Let me watch the video. I don't want to trip.
Mm.
Let me see. I'm about to play it. Let me see. Killer Croc. Yeah, is this okay? Yeah, so it's Son of Batman.
Mm. Now, yeah. Batman fights against people like this all the time, but I think we should be fair here and yeah, I think I'm going to be a bit fair here because it's like if Cap hits Batman, he wrecks him. If Batman, like okay, assuming Batman does Batman over him, it's like I can't imagine a way for him to actually bring down Captain America, but it's going to be like Batman will imagine a way because you've seen him do it before. So it's like he's Batman.
Yeah.
Because if they're just fighting no weapons, like what punch, what way is he going to use his body to bring down a guy who had a building fall on him and he just stripped it off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like what way does he have? And can he even do that? Like, he's just better than Captain America. Don't get me wrong, but as you said, Captain America is also one of the coolest people in that field in Marvel. He's not going to be played with like it. He's not going to be manhandled. He's going to be following Batman. Gonna get outmaneuver, but it's gonna be close. I don't think Batman is gonna have enough leg room to get something crazy going on before he gets one hit in.
I think he
Just
will
one hit.
do. And that like that's the whole point of what's the name of the comic where what do you call it? Bane broke Batman's back. The whole point of the comic was Batman was like going through villains for 2 days straight. 2 days straight.
Mm.
Nigga was going on the villains 2 days straight without rest. That's what it took for Bane to challenge Batman.
Well, I read the comic. It was one where Steve Rogers fought for a hundred years against. He was basically in war for 100 years. The Korvac Empire. So
I don't know about that. Haven't seen that
uh,
before.
yeah, the Korvac Empire war, Captain America. Yeah, he fought more. Yeah, he fought. Let me see. I think it was one of those things where his mind, or not his mind, but he got put into like some dimension or something where it's like it was only like a minute in the real world or something.
Hmm.
But he
I,
basically fought for like 100 years. And it was like it was in a different timeline. He got sent to another time and he fought for 100 years. He came back.
yeah.
Uh,
We've we have to go to the X-Men 97 episode. We've already spent an hour and 11 minutes,
yeah,
so we have to cut it short. But
I
like,
still think yeah. I'll
hmm
just conclusion right.
yeah,
I still think Cap should win because the only way Batman can win is like he'll find a way, which is
yeah. But like, when you look at their stats on paper, Batman has more advantages. Batman has more.
ah,
He has more martial arts knowledge, which he's a master of, like most of them. His Cap is good at strategy, but Batman is way beyond. He's Batman. That's the only thing I can say about his strategic mind. He's Batman. The only thing Captain America has the edge on is physicals.
yeah, and I think the edge he has in physicals is so big that it's going to bridge whatever Batman is trying to edge
Okay,
him with.
yeah, we can't finish this today, so we'll just end it like that. I'll just agree to disagree. Yeah, there's no way I'm finishing this right now.
It's a draw. Damn it, Batman. I have a feeling this conversation would have ended the same even if it was Batman versus Superman or Batman versus the Beyonder, bro. It would have been just the same.
If I like you like honestly people complain about Batman, but like Doom is almost worse. Doom isn't as bad as Batman because
No,
he
Doom cannot be as bad as Batman.
yeah, because he doesn't really use the like I'm Batman trope. Like he sometimes like his like process makes sense, but like Doom Doom is like he's almost as bad as Batman.
Doom's one is bad, but for me, the reason why he can't be as bad is because he do like the whole I am Doom thing, but then his off who he loses to is the Fantastic Four, bro. Reed Richards. He's lost to Reed Richards so much that Reed Richards has gotten boosted off of it. Like you're like, are you sure you can beat Reed Richards, the man who beat Doctor Doom? Like that's what has boosted Reed Richards now. So no, I can't. Bama doesn't have anything like that.
I am Doom. Anyway, X97 episode 7.
Eight.
It's you told me 8 is the last episode, right? Or it's 9?
I said nine is the last episode.
Okay, X97 episode 8. What do you think about it?
Wanna give our ratings in three?
Wait, hold on. Let me think about the episode first. Okay, I'm
Mm,
ready.
okay. One, two, three, 8.5.
6.5.
Ooh, ooh.
Did you just say 8.5?
Yes.
Do you realize the episode made Rogue seem like an idiot?
I feel like I didn't care much about Road that episode. You were thinking about Road, I was thinking about something else, bro.
What were you thinking about?
Remember last episode I gave it an 8, and before the result I gave it an 8 was because of Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
Yeah. This episode, Nightcrawler went crazy. We'll get into that soon.
that was the well,
Well, when Gambit is
that's
back.
one of that was one of the worst episode, the worst part of the episodes.
Oh, heaven now.
That's one of the worst parts of the episodes.
Are you talking about scaling wise or what? Maybe scaling wise, I can see where you can have a problem, but
It's
the scene was, it was just too cold for me to.
too cold. Like
Yeah.
scaling wise is second. The scene was so bad. L- You shoot. Let's talk about the Nightcrawler thing right now. The animators
Okay.
literally didn't know what to do with Nightcrawler's skill, so they just made the POV from just someone appearing and disappearing and punching people. I'm like, if you don't know how to make Nightcrawler defeat the X Men, then why did you do it in the first place? What's the
What?
point? What's the point?
What?
The
What?
the whole
Nah, that's a hard disagree for me, bro.
the whole
That's a
sequence
hard disagree.
the whole sequence was literally the POV of Nightcrawler and the POV moving like vigorously and then random hands throwing about. That's literally the whole POV. That's literally the whole POV.
Have,
What
have you seen?
what kind of sequence was
What?
that?
No, I'm trying to imagine what teleporter fight scene are you comparing this to? What great teleporter fight scene are you comparing this to? That this
Every
seems to
other
fall so
scene,
short to.
it's not.
What?
I'm not comparing it to. I'm not comparing it to. I'm comparing it to fight scenes in general. Even not even fight scenes in general. Like thank you for even bringing that up. Like this is the worst teleporting. What do you call it? Fight scene I've ever seen. Why would I want to see his POV of hands flailing about?
What?
Why would I want to see animation of hands flailing? It was so terrible. Like the power scaling was second. The most annoying part was the waste of animation. That sequence was so terrible. And then power scaling
Uh,
power scaling wise, you're telling me Nightcrawler was moving about, punching people, and like no one else did anything. What? What that makes no sense. You are telling me the two people he defeated before he defeated Jean Grey, she couldn't use that time to like enter his mind. Yo, yo, this is reaching.
oh,
This is reaching.
this is how war starts. I see it now. This is why World War II started. I understand. I always wondered why. How can you have wars but disagreement? And I see it now. I know why now. Thank you. This is enlightenment. I understand it now. I, brother, first of all, like, that's crazy. So, even if we are going to nitpick on this, from this entire season, there's so much. Even was it the episode before this? There's so many other things that are way worse. Like that's the where Jean Grey and Cyclops are fighting the machine when we went rogue. Like that whole sequence, bro.
But the
That whole
animation,
sequence and all.
that we it paid off. Like we got to see Polaris use her power. Like it paid off to what it was building to.
Uh,
If like my problem isn't night. That's why I said power scaling is secondary. If I got to see if I wanted to see Nightcrawler defeat all of them, I would be happy to see that. But that shit they did with the animation, that was a waste. That sequence
oh my
was
goodness.
a waste of animation. A total waste of
No, I'm not even
waste of
gonna
money.
fight you on this. Yeah, rant. I want you to rant and then I can glaze. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attack you. I'm not even gonna try because I can see there's nothing I can. I'm not. I don't. No, I'm too lazy for that. I can't. I'm
I've
just gonna leave you in your own world. This is how Buddha was felt. Those famous peacemakers of the history, like Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Just leave you to do your own thing, bro. When you're done slandering, I'll get in the place.
I'm already done. There's nothing else I can say. Like because it was so bad. Like I was watching the entire sequence and I was like, I just wasted 2 minutes of my life. 2 minutes that I could have been productive with I just wasted. It's gone. I can't get it back. And this is what they pay me with for that 2 minutes of my life. Uh,
Mm,
mm.
okay. Well, my glorious king, Nightcrawler. Once again, putting on numbers. He's like my second, third favorite character in the X-Men. Very like X-Men, the X-Men in general. So it's really like Nightcrawler. Gambit, Nightcrawler second, Magneto became my first. These two used to be my first, X-Men 97 beat Magneto my first now. But yeah, so I'm always happy when I see them on screen. And I was just seeing this guy going crazy, man. I was just watching the entire sequence. I saw him mink, boom, boom, slap this guy. Like there's this specific scene in that sequence where he's attacking Cable, and before he hits Cable, he like hits Cable's gun out of his hand, slaps him, then hits him like the meanest three-piece combo. The moonsault just slaps. I was like, oh my goodness, man, this guy is cooking. You know that Dragon Ball scene with Kakarot and Vegeta against Buu. He's like, I just need 1 minute. 1 minute is all I need. That 1 minute, Kakarot. I've got it for you. That was my boy. Nice crawler, bro. Putting in numbers. I was like, Gambit, you trying to do what? You trying to get married to my sister? 1 minute? I got it for you. Proceeds to put up. I didn't think he'd win. Like, at least I hope he wouldn't win, but I expected him to put them off. And he did that. He got knocked out eventually, but he held them off, bro. That guy was putting in numbers.
don't
Ooh.
don't get me started on how like the way he got knocked out was so sad. I'm like, you niggas could have done this. You niggas could have done this. That's like there was no reason why Nightcrawler should have actually know the race. I think Nightcrawler would be able to do what he. The problem is Jean Grey. Like that's where my problem is. My problem is like he shouldn't have been able to do all that while Jean was there. That makes no
I
sense.
don't think any time between this season and last season combined has Jean Grey ever stopped someone the way you're expecting her to do it.
Yeah, but then this is something like in previous episodes. It's like what do you call it? How many times Jean hasn't been inside this season really that much. But like
After season one,
I don't remember anything about season one. I can't tell you. I really can't tell you. There are a lot of things that I don't remember about season one, and I mix up a lot of things. So I'm never going to comment on season one. But this is something that is like Nightcrawler is corrupted in some way. Like this is one of the things where like you would be like this is where Jean should be able to like enter Nightcrawler's mind and then either help him or like stop him. And I'm like like the time he used to defeat the other people before, like if he at least they should have made him take out like Jean first. But like the time he used to take out like those other people, Jean could have put him down easily.
what was to say that scene was just like for our view it was fast as slower, quote unquote slow as it was. It might have just been
That's why I said
so as for their perception.
if he took out Jean first, you can make that argument. You can make the argument that oh yeah, he took out Jean first. She couldn't see it coming, and then he took the others first. He took other people before he took out Jean.
Mm. At this point in the series, I think that's nitpicking.
What
I ain't giving it to you.
what do you mean? What do you mean? It's not. I was literally watching it. I was like, why is Jean not? What's going on? Like
Nah,
and
nah,
and
bro.
that's where my main problem my main problem is the sequence was literally from the POV of Nightcrawler's eyes and him flailing his arm. So I like I
Leland,
can't
bro, that's slander. That's slander. He was given hands,
yo
one piece, two piece, three pieces.
you don't no you don't remember the scene I'm talking about. You selectively remembered what Nightcrawler did. Most of the way he defeated the X-Men we didn't see what happened because the screen was a POV from Nightcrawler's eyes and it just showed him punching the X-Men. So you can't
Yeah,
even like I can't even defend how he defeated X-Men because all I saw was a POV from his eyes and his arms moving.
he didn't defeat them. He held them off.
That makes no sense. That's literally
What do you mean? He
it,
held them
it
off.
has it
He
has
held them.
it has nothing to do with my conversation.
He has seen defeat him. Say you can't accept it, but he didn't defeat them.
That's not
He
what I
punched him,
said.
took his punch, and then grabbed
I
them, threw
didn't
them in the
say
water.
that's not what I said. I didn't say I couldn't accept him defeating them. I said that whatever Nightcrawler did, whether he defeated them or he put them down or he held them back, whatever he did, I can't defend it because I didn't see what he did. All I saw was literally a POV of from Nightcrawler's POV and his arms moving and them falling. That's all I saw. I cannot defend
You
him.
saw his arm. You saw his arms hitting people and then fall. That's what you saw.
Yes, that
And you
that's
can't accept that Bishop got punched and it fell down, so it stopped him for a while.
when Bishop got put down. Was it from the POV of Nightcrawler? I'm saying that all the other X-Men, most of them were defeated from that POV I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You're selectively remembering. You don't. The most of them were defeated from the sequence I'm talking about, where it was literally from his POV and his arms punching them. That's all. That's literally all I saw. And how can I see that and be like, oh yeah, this makes I can't defend what Nightcrawler did because I didn't see him do anything.
Well, I don't know what you saw at this point. Might have seen a different episode than me. What I saw was the meanest sequence in this season and
Because
last season.
because you're
Well,
selectively
there's
remembering.
a better. I'm selected. I think you're selected to remember.
No, pull it up right now.
Oh my gosh. Give me a second, bro. I don't think I even need to pull it up because I've seen this. I watched this thing like 3 times, maybe five.
And I'm telling
What
you,
the hell?
you're not talking about the scene. You're not watching the scene I'm talking about. Because if you're watching the scene I'm talking about, you would know that that sequence was from his POV.
Nice Hollow Knight open on my laptop. Freaking hell. He will speak. If you want me to go frame by frame or something, let me pull up YouTube.
What do you mean frame by frame? It was literally a whole sequence.
Yeah, so you want to go like frame by frame, analyze each thing he did.
That's not what you see. You don't
Assistant
even know the sequence I'm talking about. You literally don't know the sequence I'm
Knight.
talking about.
You're talking about the sequence where he's teleporting, punching them around. After he finishes punching them, he grabs those who can't
And
fly, drops them in the river,
why would you
and then
need
they
to
switched
go?
over to Gambit.
What? So what would going frame by frame? What difference would it
Be-
make?
because because you're seeing that me seeing that he punched them and then he moved to the like you see that I said that's enough of
What is enough? The
what's the
only
word?
thing we saw is a person punching and moving. How is that enough?
Yes. Why is that not enough?
Tell me what you got from that. How did he defeat? How did he defeat them?
He punched them, they fell over whilst they were wheeling. He went to the next person. He
I
did
see.
that
So
to
how how
everyone, dropped
how
those.
how were they defending themselves when he was punching them? I'm not talking about him dropping them in the water. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sequence where he was fighting them from the POV. How he defeated most of the X-Men. Tell me the engagement. How did they engage each other?
Okay. Like that. You want me to that's what me are trying to say. You want me to analyze each frame or something.
The fact that
Or
you
you're
have to,
talking about
the fact that you can't even tell me that you have to analyze each
the
frame
fourth.
proves my
The
point. Because
fourth. I don't
because
know.
I literally
They just spoke.
you are saying I'm nitpicking. I'm like no one can tell me what happened. I'm not nitpicking. Like no
He
one can tell
teleported
me.
in front of someone, punched them, went to the next person. What more do you need from that?
I need to understand. That's what I'm saying. That I can't defend how he defeated the X-Men because you are telling me that none of them could fight like when he was what we call it punching them. They couldn't punch back. They couldn't shoot some powers out. I don't know because I literally didn't see. It wasn't a fight. There was nothing. It was a man with POV from his eyes flailing his arms, and they're like, yeah, he defeated the X-Men. I'm like, what?
Okay, so once again, didn't defeat, held
it
them off
doesn't it
for like
doesn't
a
it doesn't
minute.
matter because my
It
point
does.
you are not listening. My point isn't the end goal. I don't care whether he defeated them, he held them back, he temporarily. That's not my point. My point is that sequence that happened, that he was able to do whatever he did. We don't know what happened. There was not, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I can't, I'm not with you on this one, bro. Have you seen that teleporting fighting in Mob Psycho.
Yeah,
Have you seen season two?
yeah, I've seen
Yeah, that
season
guy,
two.
yeah, you've seen that one. I think
Yeah.
also for that one, like half of that fighting was from his POV. Did that not satisfy you either?
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
It's also a thing where the guy is they're showing the POV of someone teleporting and his hands are flailing.
Yes, but I can see the other person fighting. This happened with multiple. These are multiple superpowered beings. That's my problem. The whole sequence was hit from his POV with multiple superpowered beings that I can't defend. Like the mob cycle, he was fighting one person. I'm like, okay, like you can see them engage each other. You can see them engage. I don't remember the scene, but at least I'm like, okay, I can assume that they are engaging each other. I can see them engage each other. The only thing I saw was Nightcrawler, his POV, and him punching a person. That was the entire sequence, which he did to multiple superpowered beings. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how? Like, what? So every person couldn't punch back. Every single person he teleported to couldn't punch back. And if they could, I can't even say they couldn't punch back because I don't know what happened. because
So like he just wanted an extra frame of someone throwing a punch and missing first.
they should have
But
taken
that's
it.
what would have
They should
happened.
have taken it out of his POV so that we would see him teleporting and fighting the X-Men. He it should
And it
he
became cooler because they put it in his POV.
How is that cooler? How is that cooler if I don't know
What?
what's happening?
Nah,
Tell me, how is it cooler if I don't know what's happening?
what do you mean? How is that cooler? Whenever, brother, I can't explain art to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really can't
of course, that's what you would
because it's
say.
art.
That's
But
yeah,
that's
that's
what, bro.
yeah, okay. I'm not even going to argue. I'll accept
Nah, bro.
I'll
No, no,
accept that
so
explanation.
yeah, Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela. Nah,
I'm
that's
not.
the other guy's name.
I'll accept the explanation because there's not.
Hakuna Matata.
Uh, you know,
Hakuna Matata.
I was so heated and annoyed watching that sequence. I'm like, they
I think you
missed
don't like Nightcrawler, bro.
how
Why not? Evidence points so. There's no evidence that says otherwise.
my literally my whole argument is they did Nightcrawler dirty because I can't defend him. That's literally my whole argument. Like I literally can't defend him defeating the whole X-Men. I think it is possible. I think it's actually possible, but they didn't do the sequence right. I'm like, how could they miss this opportunity? Like terrible, just terrible. This is what happens when you give people. They should go back and read. They should go back and hire Bodemeo because leaving these people with like an X-Men episode is
Oh,
just.
brother.
Why did I even give this?
Nah, this is the second Nightcrawler episode, and then you hated both of them. That's why, yeah, you gotta be hating Nightcrawler at some point. Like,
Yeah, because
so, nah.
the last episode, Nightcrawler was wasting my time. That was literally why.
Okay, and he also wasted your time this one too. You took 2 minutes of your time you could never get back.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was the animator's fault. But like, yeah, like this episode, it wasn't Nightcrawler's fault. It was the like the writers and animators' fault. The previous episode, it was literally Nightcrawler's fault. He was wasting our time.
Watching the scene again, man, this is a cool scene, bro. Oh my gosh. Come on, go right here.
I can't even defend you.
He's cooking.
Like, forget Nightcrawler. I can't
He's
defend
cooking.
you.
Defend me, bro. See, I watch him like you remember because right before he starts that whole sequence, he's attacked by like Morph and Psylocke. He's weaving their shit, bro. He's just weaving and hidden, and then they just transition into his POV, steps on Sunspot's back, boom, hits Jean first. Actually, you're wrong. When he started that sequence, he hit Jean first, bam, gets Angel, Cyclops, Aurora,
So
Cable, and then they
no.
start teleporting niggas.
My argument is the start of the fight. He didn't take out Jean
Mm-hmm.
first. That's my argument. My argument is the start of the fight. He didn't take out Jean first, and then the
So this
POV.
Jean was focused on the other villains, mutants.
Eh, you can make the argument, but and then the POV starts, and then he just starts running through all of them by flailing his arms.
He punched like four people. He
Yeah,
punched four people.
exactly my point. like
And only one of them,
like
only one of them should
see
be
you
made to respond to him. That's
see
Hela
you
first.
said that so like you said that with so much boldness. I'm like, is that supposed to make a difference? Like you know, like
He's done this before. He's
that,
done this
that's
before. Even if you took his POV part out of, he's done this before. Why wouldn't I just?
we've
Uh,
seen people we've seen him engage with people. We've seen him engage with
yes,
people like that. We've seen them fight. We've seen
yes,
it. This wasn't a fight.
yes.
This was random knocking out. He was randomly
So
knocking
since
out
you've
people
seen it, since you've seen it, why do you for some reason think that it shouldn't be happening?
because
Because you don't see more
because
attempts to do it.
I've seen it from outside his POV. I've seen how he was able to defeat whoever he's fighting or which multiple people he's fighting. These are not kids that he's fighting. These are X-Men that he's fighting. And then
They are frauds.
the best you can give me is from his POV. This that made it a fight to see
Uh,
for where we can see. Oh yeah, my Nightcrawler is like giving it to these people. That's what we should have seen. All we see is like
okay,
again.
so you think
Mhm.
him doing this is impressive and something you think he can do, and that the best way they should have displayed that is through a whole scene. That is the cooler way.
That's what I've said the whole like what do you think
No,
I've said that multiple times.
no, because when asked your reason for why that's a cooler way,
I
your reason isn't that it's a cooler. Your reason is that this way is a better way because of this, and then
I
because
I
of this,
literally
it
said
doesn't
that.
hold up.
I literally said that the animators and writers did a terrible job. I've literally said that. I've literally said that power
Nah.
scaling. I've literally said that power scaling is my second pet peeve. I've literally been saying that Nightcrawler would be able to do this if Jean was. I've literally said that. I've literally said that multiple times that it's possible. I've said that multiple times this whole conversation. That it is possible for Nightcrawler to do that. My problem is how they showed it.
Nah.
That's why I've literally been talking
Yeah.
about that sequence. I literally
Nah,
said,
I think
um,
this is a cooler way of showing this.
you, I can't even defend you
What do you mean I can't
because,
defend you?
as I said, you can't even tell me
He's
how
that
how he defeated them.
he's done
You
he's
you can't
done
tell
what you
me.
are talking about. That's my point. That's my point. When I see this a cooler way, your reason for it not being a cooler way is that how did he defeat them? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
At that point, that well, yeah,
I'm saying that
yeah.
he can defeat them, but from that way they did it, you can't tell me how he defeated them
Do I need to tell you how? Do I need to tell you
because
how
it would
he
have
defeated
been
them when
a
you
way
know?
better sequence. It would have been a way better sequence. They wasted our time with that. I'm like, do, 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 do you know how annoying it is to be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to see Nightcrawler like fighter, and I see random arms flailing. That's the best you could give me. That's the best you could give me. How much? Let me check
The
how
funny
much.
part is that sequence is really like less than half of the entire fight scene. Well, I got there, bro.
Let me check how many episodes. How much they spend on an episode? How much do they spend on an Xmen97? Oh, why is it AI asking me? They spend on they had 2 million and they couldn't give me a better sequence. Hey,
That's funny, bro. Uh, top
I,
five fights in the entire 2 seasons.
I'm going to
By the way.
bring shit that my rating has gone down. It's a 5.5. I don't even know why I gave it a 6.5. I'm serious.
uh,
I'm serious. I'm laughing like, bro. And don't get
I
don't
can be asked.
don't get me started on
You know,
like Rogue. Like why? Like why? They just made Rogue an idiot and a dumbass. And I'm watching this. I'm like, are we really doing this? Are we really going through all this again? I'm tired of seeing this. Like Rogue isn't a dumb. She's smarter than this. Why? Why? Oh, I'm just. The only good thing about this episode is we got to see like Charles Xavier do something, and then he got his ass whooped.
uh, first off, that's the only good thing. So, like me, I was going to get to everyone's case. The Xavier. I was watching this guy enter his their mind. I was like, well, here we go again. I was ready to slander him. He had like 10 seconds. And like he beat him, I was like, ha. He got up, I was like, oh shit, he gets up. He like makes an arm. I was like, oh shit. And then he just getting beat again. I'm like, oh, and he gets up. I'm like, oh, he's actually fighting this time, you know? Though it's like he's fighting Gambit. He's powered by Apocalypse or no, but like it's still like what was this energy with Apocalypse? What was this energy with everyone else in the past? Like I know this Gambit is armed, but like hell nah, bro. I guess you could give him some props, but he's still a fraud in my eyes. Immediately Apocalypse showed one like Apocalypse just showed one eye. He just like viewed this aura, bro immediately got on his knees. Rogue had to come in and save the day. Uh, Let me outside of Nightcrawler's amazing performance, Gambit.
Oh,
The
wait,
main
wait, wait.
reason why I love this.
Let me say this episode. I real quick. I almost forgot. Another problem is that the writers. I think the problem with this episode is the writers. How did? Can you tell me how Rogue entered Gambit's mind? You can't tell me. They literally like, oh yeah, power of love. That I should assume is that. Nigga, how did she enter? Like, how? But yeah, continue what you're saying.
I can't remember exactly how. I think there was a because she had that whole crystal thing in her, and there was something going on with that. So I think that was what it was.
It had nothing to do with that. I swear to God, it had nothing to do with that. And if it did,
I think they did.
if it did,
Uh,
they did a terrible job about showing it.
and I also think half of what Ro can do, like her abilities, is to enter people's mind and heal stuff. No, not like heal, but like if someone is like going crazy or something, she can like dead us take away part of what is plaguing them mentally.
Of course, she
And I
can
think
do
there's
it
a
when
game
she
place where
touches you.
I think we're touching, bro.
They weren't touching.
Are you sure they were touching?
They weren't touching. I remember that
It's,
scene, pa. They were not touching.
uh,
But continue with what you're saying. I don't want you to interrupt you.
yeah, Night, Gambit. I'm not sure what's happening with Gambit and Apocalypse, like how they got to where they are. They're like, Apocalypse brought me back and something about the cards on the table, and then I slimed Apocalypse, but Apocalypse wasn't really slimed. Apocalypse was in his mind. Uh, how would he like? What's the plan? Like, at least I'm not. Maybe in the last episode, I'm going to reveal something or make sense, but I doubt it because it's still going to be 30 minutes. If I see an hour for the last episode, I might be surprised. I just don't think they're going to do that. It's like Gambit should not, is not able to beat Apocalypse. I just saw him get stalemated. I think he was getting beat by Xavier or someone. Someone was beating him afterwards. Like when he attacked them in the ship, he has like he has all these his brothers around him. He's like he can turn people into his thralls. I think that would be a strong one. But against Apocalypse, would have just been him and Apocalypse one on one. How would he kill him? Did Apocalypse let himself die for some greater plan? What plan? Why plan? It's just hope, but let's just say it happened, right? And he can now turn people. What was he doing? I don't know if his siblings. His siblings are the mutants.
No, and those aren't his siblings. Those
Uh,
are the
yeah,
thieves
they're not
guild.
his siblings. Yeah, sorry, the Thieves Guild. That's why I keep on saying. So that's like his family.
Yeah.
The Thieves Guild. They're not mutants, so he can turn non-mutants into things capable of fighting all the X-Men. A bit not fully, because when they actually met on the riverside, they go wash, literally.
I don't. I just assumed Apocalypse imbued them with power because it wasn't technically Gambit. It was like mostly Apocalypse.
Mm,
But
interesting.
the thing is, Apocalypse has like the list of his abilities is so long. I don't know all of them, so I can't see.
Mm, well, anyway, first of all, the whole new look. White hair, the eye, like bro, I was just hype every time I saw Gambit on my screen, but that shit had me. Oh, no, that guy had me salivating, man. When
Yeah,
he added Nightcrawler to his team and the combo that shit had me salivating, man.
yeah. Gambit's and that
Design.
like yeah, that Gambit's design was cool. Like I think that was the best part of the episode. But like that whole thing with what he was trying to do with Rogue is also like a waste of an episode. I'm like, I mean, then again, at the end, it served like it was working up to something like greater to serve the whole. I think they're going to enter. At least that's what I'm assuming. I think they're going to enter Gambit's mind, and it's going to be a battle on the psionic plane, the astral plane. That's what I think, but I might be wrong.
And who is going to fight said battle?
I think it's I think X Professor X, Jean,
We've
Rogue, and
lost.
then what?
We've lost. We are
Mm,
dead. We are done. We've
yeah.
lost.
I mean, I think you're hating on the X Men. Like Apocalypse is
Ethan.
he's basically like a god. You know that's right.
Uh-uh. My good friend, I have never seen anyone triumph mentally in the show. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, yeah, but like I feel like I hate you on the X Men. It's not their fault. Like Apocalypse is like
Ever.
actually just that strong.
Move Apocalypse as I put any random villain. Point in case. Ever.
uh,
Like, how do you lose to random villain who is the proxy of like Kang? Like, I get you say, oh, but it's Kang, but it's random slave driver owner proxy guy. Xavier entered his mind and bro is getting backlash from it. Like,
yeah, but
bro,
it was Kang though.
but it's Xavier though.
But it's Kang though.
But it's Xavier,
Well,
random slave owner number 7. It's Xavier.
yeah,
Let me not get into Xavier's slander, but I was glazing someone else. Glazing mode. Sensational, right? No, I have to get back into Xavier slander, right? Because we find Gambit with this new Cerebro, which is supposed to be better than the old one, called Cerebra or something.
yeah.
Wonderful name in the Beast, another fraud. I don't even know whether to believe his statements anymore because this guy, is it an affront to Beast skill as an engineer or Xavier's skill as a telepath? That all that hype for this thing, not there wasn't like a lot of hype, but like all that for this thing, bro finds Gambit, gets daddied immediately, kicked out, and you need to go back. Like, never see this guy look for someone with a smile and not get backlash, bro.
I
Oh
think
my
it's more
goodness.
like um I think it's more that the writers don't understand the way Cerebro works. Because honestly, I think as I said, like I think you underestimate Apocalypse because he's like basically a god. But I think with Cerebro or Cerebra, I do think Charles Xavier should be able to take on Apocalypse in the astral plane.
Hmm. Yeah. And even worse when it's not even like the main guy. That's my point. It's not even facing, if it was the main guy, I can, but he keeps on facing random people and still get bosses here and there. I can't give him a pass, bro. But yeah, we discover our amazing kin. He catches Xavier in the act of peeping. But I don't know how you sneak someone and the person you're sneaking manages to sneak up on you and aura farm on you, talking about shooting glass at another man's cars. Uh, Something he calls Xavier some there or something and kicks him out. And he's like, he's baiting them to come to his direction. He attacks them, gets what he needs. Yes, bride and all of that. Which for Rogue, I wasn't really. I wasn't bothered by Rogue. I was okay with her personally. Like for me, I came when I saw her there, like Gambit there. I was wondering how they're going to handle this because I think she still owes my nigga a lot
Mm,
from the last because these guys never had any conversation. Like we saw she came to a realization when she left Eric, but they never got to the actual conversation. And Gambit is on go. He's like wants to marry her now or something. I'm like, okay, he's like he just come out from the dead, just managed down boat. He's probably like feeling off of his life, like his last regrets or something. And Rogue also wants to be Remy, but he died. He has problems now. That we've seen over the series that over the season, there's been like 2, 3 episodes where you see her, being conflicted and all of that. So I'm not surprised that she's more open than anyone else to listen to him and try to fix. She tries to fix him, and then I don't know what she sees when she touches him. I thought they were going to get it. I thought I was going to like a review separate. Like I had a feeling like Apocalypse was there, but I thought it was going to be something like, or he's actually like hollow inside and blah. But like we don't get a reason why nothing happens when she touches him. But I'm going to assume because I can't give a good assumption for that. But like she comes to some sort of realization from touching him, and she's like, "Damn, okay." I think she was trying to touch him to take out whatever influence Apocalypse had over him, but then she didn't find anything. She was like, "Oh, this is just him now. And plus, I can touch him now." So it's like, she gets kidnapped. They wake up, and "It's like I want you to be immortal with me forever." Sketchy. This guy's not in his right mind, and she's just going with it. Like she's not fighting against it, but uh she's also like she's just going with it. So for me, that I would say that makes like that was okay with me. It's, Uh, how she listed
So
this entire two
so
seasons, that
she
was
just
okay.
so she just saw that the person she loves isn't in his right
Yes,
mind and is going around killing people. And she was like, meh,
she didn't kill no one. He didn't kill no one.
not yet. No, he killed the woman that he took the diamond from.
I was killed. She was like an astral projection thing all around. So
Yeah, he killed her. He has literally just shattered her astral form.
yeah, okay. That was the first time he did something outrightly violent in front of her. And she was like,
Not only that, she knows
Remy!
she literally knows he's controlling all these people. She knows he's controlling her brother. And her thought is like, you know what? I should just go ahead and marry this nigga. Yeah, just go ahead.
Conflicted,
You know,
bro.
even even
This is
though
the same. This is the
if
same
no
rogue.
no even
This is the
though
same rogue
even though
that
he's controlling my brother and controlling his ex, his ex, and then all the people he used to call family. You know what? I can still get married to him. Not it's not. Oh, let's try to find a
his
solution
love
and
is
like
blind.
no, love is blind. It doesn't make us idiots.
It makes you blind though.
There's
But this is the same rogue. This is the same rogue that jumped ship to Magneto for no reason.
that's
Right
that's
guys. So
that's one of my, like I was saying, that Rogue isn't that dumb. She did that once. There's no way she should do this again. They literally just repeated what happened in season one. That's that, like when I was watching, I was
mm,
annoyed. I was like, couldn't your niggas just write something better? Why are we repeating? She went through that whole arc. This is a regression in character development. This is literally a regression in character development. She already went through that. We saw what happened. She saw the consequences of her actions. She grew. Why are we going back to that?
no, I do agree that there could have been. It makes sense of like I want to say Mary Sue because I don't think that's how. Is that the right terminology here? I don't think Mary Sue is the right
No,
terminology. But it makes sense like she's just like the plot. Honestly, she's just like a plot point per se. Like a lot of things are just there for plot points. They're not there to do more than that.
the
Like
problem is
we
it
need.
makes her stupid. You can write a good story without making characters who are not supposed to be stupid stupid. Why are we undoing all the work we did at the end of season one? We
I don't know
were
about all the work we did.
that's literally what that's what they did to Rogue character in this episode. Like I watched it, like when I was like, that's one of the first times I was like, didn't we just do this with Magneto? And she went with him. It didn't end well. Why are we doing this again?
I don't think that. I think there's some regression here and there, but nothing there. I should say similar. I don't think it's. Nah,
They literally put
I don't think it's
it is that you yourself unconsciously mentioned it. I totally forgot. You just mentioned it.
consciously.
You mentioned it, and it brought. I was like, oh yeah, I did even. I thought of that. They literally put a flashpoint on us. They just went back in time and created a whole new paradox. The writers are bro. They should just go back and hire Body May. Yeah, like I think we gave them too much credit that they can do their job without Body Mayo. They should just go hire him back.
I don't think my goat is needed for sure. There's other things that we are onto the last episode. Even if the last episode cooks, there's so many things this season that have problems with that. I'll just nah. But yeah, for me, it wasn't. I know this wasn't as bad as a. You call it what is a character assassination or character regression. It's not. This you could call this a character regression. The season one was a character assassination. That's what. No, season one was bad.
I don't think
Yes,
I don't think season one. I don't think season one was character assassination because, as I said, I don't think the X-Men are like superheroes. I think they are good people doing good things. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't think the
you
X-Men are
don't need to be a
superheroes.
superhero to be a decent person. She was with someone like honestly with like I don't need to engage. I don't think they were engaged, but like they were everything outside of that.
Oh, you're talking about her relationship with Gambit.
Yeah, and how that went wrong with Magneto, right? Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't give it. I don't care about their relationship.
Well, you said the same as season one, so I thought you were talking about how yeah in season one he was with Gambit and then jumped to Magneto and they had that whole thing
Why would I care about
and
that?
you
No,
had seen it.
I'm talking about the end when she went to Magneto, when Magneto came in, and then when Charles came back, and then Magneto, and then the
Oh,
whole thing.
we're talking about thinking about two different things. I was like, oh, there's no way those are similar.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, even that one, the season one is still better.
yeah. I know season one is better. That's what I'm saying. That in season one, that part made sense, but then in season two,
Mm,
this is now a character regression. Like she had already gone through that
mm,
at the end of season one. She joined Magneto at the end. Blah blah blah. The whole asteroid M shit happened. She should have grown from that.
mm.
Why are we repeating the same thing again?
Yeah, which is some just a criticism I'm gonna have of this season. In fact, X-Men 97 in general, but season one it wasn't a problem because it's like I knew this already, but X-Men 97 is them adapting a whole bunch of storylines every
Yeah,
every episode within each episode. So it's
yeah,
like they're trying to still keep the formula from entire issues of like their end goal, like what's supposed to happen at the end,
yeah,
whilst merging like three different issues at the same time, each episode or multiple issues. And it's like season one, some things here and there were off, but like they just managed to cook that
yeah.
we
Ignored
just
it.
glossed over that
Yeah,
or yeah, it just went well. But now it's becoming like a glaring issue. It's like why did this person suddenly die? Probably because there was an issue where magic quote unquote died and then Colossus went to join like some extremists.
yeah,
That's probably something I had like a whole issue on. And then they just, use it as like a 30-second prologue in front of the episode. It wouldn't make sense to me within the series. That like, you know what I mean? They're just like
yeah,
adding
yeah, yeah. I agree.
pebbles together to build up a castle. Season one, it actually looked like a castle from the outside, and it looked well. Now I'm just seeing stuff being like you all are just patching shit together. So as you said, the whole rogue thing, last part, it makes sense season wise, and then it's definitely something happened in the comics where X-Men leave to join Magneto and it's the whole uprising or whatever. Asteroid is probably like a very big issue. I just not read it, but I'm sure I've heard of it. So
Yeah, yeah,
this one too is also probably something that's happened, but they are probably written 50 years apart in the comics.
yeah,
Bunch of stuff are happening between. So you know what I mean. So on paper, like we're happy in the comics, but that's not how it was adapted in the comics. Like it happened 50 years apart. Stuff happened between that made it make sense as much as a comic can make things make sense. Here they're like a season apart, but progression wise in the series, I think it's been like 2 weeks. I
yeah,
think it's been like 2 weeks since I shared. Oh, for them, no, zombie they were stuck in uh, alternate timeline for like 2 months. Alright, so that's 2 months ish, 2 3 months, which is a bit of time, not a lot of time, but a bit of time, but still. Yeah,
yeah.
that's just like
I,
general criticism of the series.
yeah. I agree with everything you said. Yeah, I agree with everything you said.
But yeah, for me, as I said, individually, it makes sense to me. Also, it makes sense, but like I'm okay with it. But like, if you really think about, oh, like a character did this before, yeah, I to be honest, I stopped thinking about what the character did before because one thing that stuck with me is when I saw Cable. right? And then
Mm-hmm.
Dean them, they're like, Diego, my son. I was like, bro, don't we've done this bit
Yeah,
every time.
that's yes, same thing I thought of. Same
Every
thing I
time.
thought.
I was like, every time to always have some, we are actually your parent thing, and then Cable like sheds a tear or something. I'm like, why have you gone right back?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then I had to like put it out of my because I was like, at this point, I can see what's happening. This is what happened last time was from an issue 80 years ago. It would them washing between that and now. This is probably like some new 52 Marvel issue where they've retconned all of that, they're doing it again, and then they've just adapted that part, or they
yeah,
just added this to the episode to uh, make Cables switch up like hit hard, something like that.
yeah,
So yeah, sometimes I've just had to. Well, they're not like I don't say they are big issues. They're not small issues either, but they are there.
yeah.
And unless it gets really bad, I
Mm,
usually just nah.
mm. Yeah, like sometimes it becomes like honestly, like most of the times I gloss over it, like as you say, like the keyboard thing. Same thing. I was annoyed, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to. But I think the reason why it became annoying with Rick is that was the main plot line, and I was like, you're literally wasting a whole story to tell me something she had already gone through. I'm like, bro, why are we doing this again? So I think that's what made me like hyper focus on that. I was like, we already did this shit, and they are using the same shit for another episode. Like, what are we doing right now? Yeah, but
I
yeah,
will.
it's already been 2 hours. So has your rating changed? Or me, my rating has changed to like 5.5. So right now,
Mm, Still an 8.5. I enjoyed everything Gambit did when he was tweaky, when he was, like I just like the way he talks. And he was off a peg this episode. I liked it. I liked
mm,
Nightcrawler. I liked For me, I was enjoying Rogue. I'm not like the whole like I wanted to see because he said that she's gone through this already. She something like that, but we never reached a full conclusion because Gambit was dead. We never reached a conclusion. So I wanted to see how they're going to wrap it up. And even then, it's still not wrapped up because we've not had like a natural scene Gambit. So I think they're gonna have to wrap it up next episode.
yeah,
So
like,
so
mm,
yeah, I'm not a drama guy, but I was like, it's not a great drama, but I was like, oh, stuff is happening. I was I was more happy than sad seeing it.
yeah. As I said,
It would have got
I don't care about their relationship. I just have a problem with like Rogue behaving the way she did. Like, so try like just being a passive, like not doing anything to try to like help Gambit. That's my problem. She didn't even try to help Gambit. She was just like, am I on Gambit's side, am I not on Gambit's side? I'm like, yo, you did that the last season with Magneto, you switch sides after the M happened. Why are we doing this again? Like, bro, like it's not really the relationship, because I don't care about the relationship. I'm like, it's fine, like, okay, but the way the writers went about it is annoying.
yeah,
Um,
I don't think they're the same as what happened with Magneto. So because Magneto wasn't a relationship thing. That was
yeah,
the
yeah, definitely, Lord. But
uh,
it's a character growth.
yeah.
Like, it's something that sticks with you. Like, you grow as a person. Like, you grow as a person as a whole. So when you
Oh, you're
have,
saying you don't like how she switches teams.
yeah, like, yeah, I think that's the general thing I would say. Like, if I'm not going to say, yes, that's it. Like, she did she like, it was so easy for her to like be about to switch up to like, what's his name, Gambit side. I'm like, yo, like, she's not a dumbass. Let's not do this with her. I mean, my whole time I was like,
Yeah,
the whole time in my mind I was like, yo, she's probably like, plotting something to like help Gambit. She's just with him to try to like save him or something. No, the whole time she was just a passive viewer. it's it's,
mm,
it's just.
yeah. She didn't have any bigger plan. That I was also expecting something, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would say it's uncool. I would definitely see her doing something like that. Switching over to. I think as you said, they're not superheroes. They're just people with problems. But I think she should be ready to switch over from the X-Men anytime to go with Gambit if because she's the one that she like for the reason being that I want to be the nigga that I love.
No, like,
He's like,
but
I'll
that's
go
the
with
thing.
you.
Like, for the real Gambits, yes, that would make sense. But this is someone we can tell it's not that. Like, that's my time. Like, why you consider it when we can see that that's not the real Gambit. Like we can, it's not like it's a question. Oh, is that the real Gambit? We know that's not the real Gambit. We know.
He wrote to me.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
I think after she touched him, there was I don't know what. The episode should have been longer, but I think if you had a 15 minutes wise one to give us a reason why she decided to stay with Gambit after she touched him. I thought I was going to do some exposition on that.
because there was
We
nothing.
got something, but I don't.
She didn't get anything when she touched him at all.
Yeah, yeah. And then I thought they were going to give like heresies as well. Like I touched you, Remy, and I felt nothing. I felt that, and that made me think, something like that. And I thought we were going to get something like that. I also thought she would be like, but then after I realized that, I realized I had to be by your side so I could stop you from doing something else like that too. 15 minutes, just add more stuff here and there.
Yeah.
That would have put it at a 9 for me, or 9.5. But no, I would give it an 8.5 because I like it better than the last episode. And last episode, I give it an 8.
Yeah.
Who did I say?
This.
Oh, yeah, I was
Mhm.
happy seeing Xavier proving himself to be a fraud again with the SARS group. I wonder what's happening with Apocalypse. Was Wolverine even this episode? I can't remember anymore. I think he was. Yeah, this
Yes.
he was being ignorant, but I don't remember him hitting anyone. Uh, what else? There's something else. Something else that happened this episode. All right, cable switched up. That was just crazy to me.
I,
It was like funny. I was so crazy. This guy's crazy, man.
I was like, how did
Uh,
these people see this a mile away? I was, bro.
I actually didn't say it's like I would say I don't know Cable the most, but I know he's like he's more of an anti-hero than he's like Punisher in a way. But
Mm,
for the entire season, he's been on this. They're convincing him to be a chill guy. And he's been like, "All right, I'm going to follow you." That's what he's been on this entire season that we've seen. So I thought,
mm.
okay, that's what we are on. And then he actually switched up again. I was like, "Hey, yo, should we have like a whole pep talk about this? Like the whole point of episode two, like yeah, the whole point of episode two was Jubilee crashing out, and she wants to. I think he wanted to leave Jubilee, talking about some Jubilee assets. And then this guy, Sunspot, convinced him to go back and save Jubilee, and it was like he's changing. He's like and then this guy immediately. You could also say they also did like some character regression on Cable there, but it was funny to see. So I guess it doesn't matter.
The thing is, I always expected Cable to do that. That's the thing.
Mm.
I always expect, but you just reminded me about another
Oh,
annoying thing about this. This is the
another.
last thing. This is the last thing we'll say before
Oh,
um we go
okay.
because I have to go. Um. So another thing that annoyed me about the episode is at the last episode where like Cable and the rest are standing there, and then the blood woman walks out of the shadow. It was
Mm.
it's I know it's I know it's nitpicking, but like it annoyed me. I'm like, wait, how did she get there without any of the mutants knowing? And how was she standing there the entire time without any of the mutants knowing? And why was she even standing there randomly watching their conversation? Why? They literally just did that for the love of the game. There was no reason why she was standing in the shadows and she just walks out. No reason.
That's from Batman.
No, but that's the thing. We know Batman is skilled. We know like he knows stealth. This is a politician. How
Mm.
how didn't they sense her? How did she did she learn super stealth skills in the past 2 months? Like eh, I don't know, bro. Like is it something from the comics that I haven't seen or heard? Like what? How? Or maybe it's her suit, bro. Like there's a level of
Ah,
gaslighting you can't gaslight me. Like it's ridiculous.
okay, I think you're over analyzing it.
No,
Well,
bro. I'm like it annoyed me. I was like, how did she work? How was she in the shadows the entire time? And trained fighters couldn't sense her. They have a psychic.
uh,
They have a psychic with her, and they didn't know she, bro,
don't
bro,
analyze it. Yeah, I think you're analyzing that one too much.
bro. But it's facts too.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm lying.
it's, it,
She's a
you're not
normal
lying.
human. She's a politician.
Uh,
Hmm. But yeah,
Anyway,
anyway, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's a long time. Wow, it's late. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. We spoke a lot, and there's nothing else to say. So God loves you guys. Philip, do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
nah,
All right. So yeah. So I'll say it for Philip. God loves you guys too, and we'll see you guys later.